packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Starting the drive with Algier. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 in the first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. On second, here's Algier. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Check, Pete. Ready.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, first and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Yellow. Ready.
Algier. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Pollard will score. Touchdown Atlanta. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This take it in at the goal line. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And he finds McLaurin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Justin Herbert. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Herbert. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the catch made by Johnson. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 22.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Herbert's throw complete there to Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibson. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Juwan Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Commanders 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Falcons.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there. So
let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On first down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down, Herbert. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 34 yards. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
Here we go. Here we go. 22 needle.
Second and 3. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Black open.
He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Red cycle. Green jack.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Herbert, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darren Hall. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup now for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. Shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert flushed out right. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Herbert now. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, for the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even with a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Back to throw here, Herbert. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert. Wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Herbert. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Juwan Johnson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Okay, ready?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That's into the hands of Edwards. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He'll take it inside the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Keon Crossan. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave...
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Juwan Johnson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, here's Algier. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Herbert. Again, it's Johnson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Herbert.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try to get the touchdown later.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now Herbert. Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Throwing, Herbert.
Flush to his right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.